not live, but well, we are live. Okay. We're live now. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Eddie. Thanks for being here in person or on Zoom, rather, live. Good morning to anyone that's watching this, or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. It's morning for me, 11:05 a.m. here in Houston. But yeah, welcome to our campfire. And yeah, Tristan's going to give us the usual updates, mini bug fixes, etc. So without further ado, Tristan, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, thank you, Steve. So today we'll dive into mainly our a new rocket mode. So our a new AI, and I thought let's do it a little bit different. Instead of just showing you everything that we've built, let's just start and create a homepage. And if there is time enough, we can even have a login button on that homepage and make sure this login button leads to a login page, and this login page is completely operational. So that's a bit our goal for today. The gist is, of course, we will not be touching or dragging and dropping anything into place. We will just be prompting AI to do these things for us. And in the meanwhile, while we wait for AI, we can talk about some of the other things that have happened and that are coming for us in the near future. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen. Um, Voila. So you all recognize this page right here. I have shown you last time the intent canvas. I've explained it. I'll explain it in short today again. However, let's not focus on the intent canvas today. Let's focus on the actual interaction with the AI for now. So a quick update on the intent canvas though. We have our application intent describing what the application should do. So this is all possible to describe it for your own. Of course, you can enhance this with AI. I've mentioned that before. And then you can also describe a little bit about the look and feel of your application, and you can have this based on the description of this look and feel, this generate and design system for you. You can do this by clicking these buttons, or you can do this by just asking the AI. It's all the same. The AI will also be able to do this. And now this is what we've added to the intent canvas at the moment. You can add a little bit of a strategy of how you feel the AI should create folders within your application. So you can have it follow a certain strategy of creating folders. For example, there's a default strategy in here, which explains to the AI. So you, for every feature, you have to add a folder, and everything with regards to that feature should be bundled within that folder. That's just an example. You can do it any way you would like it to become. You would like it to be. Now, that being said, these are the new things in the canvas. Of course, we've updated the canvas here and there. You will see that in a second. But let's skip the canvas for now, because that's also a possibility. I haven't talked about that the last time that I've explained the canvas, but you are not obliged to use the canvas. You can just skip it, go to the level of realization, and start building your app like that. And let's do it like that today. So we pop open the AI and we start our first prompt here. And I have prepared a small prompt for this. So the first prompt I have prepared, and then from that point on, it's a bit freewheeling. Um, I have to explain. This is still very much in development, so probably we'll see some hiccups here and there. But let's just roll with it and let's see what we get out of the AI. So in this case, I ask the AI to create a single page, a single landing page for a space startup. So if we are talking about the future, every day since 2023, I think. So let's go ahead and go far in the future, and let's create a space startup called Void Runner. The concept is a recruitment terminal for space pirates. This is just a fun project to test our AI with. The aesthetic is the gritty high tech. Think aliens meets cyberpunk. And then we have some design specifications, a color palette to be used, a typography to be used, and a background to be used. We're asking for a star field with maybe a scan line overlay to mimic an old Starship monitor. And we're asking for a header, a hero section, a subline in that hero section, some cards, and a manifest that captures an email, so a form that captures an email address, and a call to action button. And then we want a small footer, which is a scrolling ticker at the bottom of the page with fake sector coordinates and status updates, etc. So let's have the AI start right here. And now, as I mentioned, we are still working on this. We'll see that in the results, and we'll see that in the chat. Sometimes the chat has a little bit of a hiccup and doesn't respond all that well. So we're still fixing those bugs, but we have mainly focused on the result of what the AI actually created. So we're not focusing mainly on the chat at the moment. We're first trying to get everything out of the AI exactly as we want it, and then we'll focus on getting the chat to be as user-friendly as possible. So what you can see right here in this blue field is my root folder. So this is the folder that comes for free with every single application that you create within NoCode-X. And as soon as the AI will start working, we will see this root folder step by step being filled up with content. Let me quickly check if the AI is doing anything. Yes, it is. So let's just, voila. So now the AI told us that it received our question, and it started to create the Void Runner Space Pirate recruitment landing page. It also has a to-do list, and there is only one item on the to-do list at the moment. And as you can see, this is not checked off, and we'll probably see the AI check off, this one item. If it has more items, it'll check off more items, right? So this might take a while. Well, not that much, but it might take a while. So maybe I should explain also a little bit about besides actually having the AI create what we actually want it to create, where we spent a lot of work in the last few weeks. We also spent a lot of work to having the AI create what we wanted to create for a reasonable amount of tokens. So we are trying to get the tokens down as much as possible because we don't want anybody spending too much credits on whatever they create, of course. To give you an idea, what I'm creating right now will that's the biggest step. So this is the first step. It's the biggest step. It will be around like I think 300 credits or something like that. That's like 30 cents or something, and this is the biggest step. So all the subsequent steps will be much smaller with regards to token usage. So this is so here they say they're building the void running landing page with star field, scan lines, hero features, manifest, and footer. So now the to-do list has expanded a little bit. First, they will create a new page, which we see already right here. This is the page icon right here. And then they will create the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the page. And then the AI will set this page as being the actual home page on this application. So this is all possible with the AI at the moment. Now, I have to elaborate a little bit on the tools that the AI has right here, because the AI can do pretty much anything that you could do in the editor at the moment. And our goal is to completely make those tools work 100%. And once those tools work 100%, we will not only expose the AI through this screen, but we will also expose it through a model MCP server. So when what this implies actually is that you will be able to hook up editors like Claude Code or Anti-Gravity with the MCP servers of NoCode-X and instruct the AI from there on out, which could be very, very interesting for when you are, for example, building your backend in NoCode-X and building your front end in something like Claude Code or something like that. So as you can see, the AI has finished right here. It set the void runner as the application homepage. All tasks are completed, and then we have a subsequential message right here. So we're still working a little bit on the messaging to get that completely as concise as possible. So we have a double message right here. We can see the home page icon right here, indicating that this page is actually a home page. And if we if we click on this more button right here, we can open up the actual page and see what it looks like. So this is the result. This is what the AI created. As you can see, we have some, I don't know if people can see this while sharing the screen, but we have like these really small white dots resembling stars, and you can see them fading out a little bit. So the AI created a little bit of an animation. So we've added the possibility in NoCode-X to add some animation to your pages. This is also one of the animations that we've added. So this is all in the toolbox of the AI. If we scroll down a little bit, we have the cards right here, which has a little bit of a hover animation. And then we have this flickering animation on the signed articles. And then last but not least, we've got this sticker footer. So everything we've asked for, the AI created for us. Now, up until this point, this was pretty much what the AI was able to do for you in NoCode-X. Of course, we've added a lot of look and feel thingies to this, and so with that regards, the AI is a bit more powerful at the moment. But up until this, this was what you would be able to do with the previous AI in NoCode-X. But now we go a little bit further, because now you can actually ask the AI for more changes. So let's ask the AI, for example. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, let's this is called Renegade Tech. Okay, create a cool looking image for the cards. Renegade Tech. Make sure this blends in with the look and feel of this card. So again, now the AI will try to interpret our question. It will use a tool available to our agent to create images. And it will use your design system or the look and feel of your application, of your page, to create those images, to make them match with your application. And then it will store the image in the media library, and it will use this image in an image component in NoCode-X. And hopefully, if all goes well, we should see an image on this card right here. To actually show you guys that this is not just an HTML component that we are filling up, because that would be way too easy, and would of course negate all the useful things that are in NoCode-X. I can open up this edit I can click edit and I can open up the template in the edit view. Now we still have a little bit work, like for example, the background color is not correctly visualized here. But if you look at these cards right here, you can see that this is a vertical list. This is a title right here. So this is all editable without using code. Huh? That's what I wanted to show you guys. This is all just being built up with the standard components that you have in NoCode-X. And before switching to this screen, I have seen that the image was done generating. So as you can see, we now have a Renegade tech card image in our media library, which is generated with the orange of the page and the green of the page, and of course the black of the page. So let's head back to our canvas. Now, again, we still have a little bit work on the chat. We need to have it fetch the versions or the last messages. And I can see we're having a little bit of trouble here on our server. So let's just we will have to wait a little bit because I can explain this. We have a special deal with our cloud provider for our development server, but the special deal entails that we can have our development server at extremely cheap prices, but the deal here is whenever our cloud provider needs those compute for anything they're doing, probably training a new model, they take it away for a few seconds from us and our server has to restart. So that's what we're going through right now. So we'll have to wait for a few moments until our server is booted up again. So I'll just have a look at the server and maybe we can talk about something else at this point in time. Steve, you're muted.
Sorry. You think I would be used to that by now. Yeah, I was wondering if you could give any general like tips in terms of prompting because I'm like never really quite sure how to ask the AI for what I'm looking for. And
Yeah, that's a very very good question. So look, from my experience, because yeah, I think the whole world is still figuring out what you're asking, Steve, and I am also figuring this out while building this thing, right? But from
yeah,
my experience, short small steps.
mhm,
So don't what I've asked the AI to build here in the first step, an entire page as you can see it right here. That's good, but that's like playing the lottery, right?
right.
If you want to direct it in the direction you want it to go, I think the best way to do it is ask small changes and be as
Hmm.
precise as possible. Like, for example, have you seen me copy paste this exact word in here? That those things direct the AI in the correct direction, right? So
Okay.
be as precise as possible, even if you can, like, for example, if you open up this editor screen and you can use the codes that you know, like for example, this is called VR headline. That works perfectly. The AI will know exactly where to do the change when you use this in your
Ah,
prompt, for example.
so we can
But
reference the objects that have been
yeah,
created are in the AI as well. Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. But of course, if you just reference the text that is in the AI will also know it. But I can imagine when you have a huge page with a lot of components on it on here, then if you can be very specific, that will always help a lot.
okay.
So I think we're good.
Another
Uh,
question, real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
Um, can you go back into NoCodeX there for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, so if I wanted because I always get confused by here. If I wanted AI to make a change to this page here,
Mhm.
where would I initiate that? I know from Rocket Mode I can start from the beginning, but if I wanted to make a change here to start there, okay. So if I asked it to update the page, not necessarily this title, but something on the page, it'll do that as well.
Mhm. No. So this will only do whatever. This will only change whatever you have selected. However,
Okay.
however, if you select the topmost element on your page,
Mm-hmm.
in this case a vertical list, and then request for changes, then
Ah,
it will change the topmost and its children, right?
okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'm just checking right here because I think because of the server thingy, the AI stopped working. So let's just ask again to use the image renegade tag card. As you can see here, it's even gone now. So let's create a new image. Mm, voila. I'm just gonna have it. Ah, no, it's not gone. Okay, okay, okay. And to be 100% sure, because I need to be sure before I continue. Yeah. So use the renegade. Let's just use the renegade tag image in the media library to on the renegade tag cards in the homepage. Make it blend in with the look and feel. Now, this AI has a memory, so it actually remembers your discussion that you have with it, just like you would talk to, like for example, Gemini or OpenAI. So you don't always have to be as specific as I am doing right now, where I also mentioned that it has to be on the home page and stuff like that, because it drags along like previous parts of the conversation. But because we had like a restart, I have to be a little bit more precise right here. So now it's adding the Renegade tag card image to the Renegade tag card on the Void Runner homepage. It's only has some one to do. So let's hope the server doesn't go down at this time. And well, it's a bit coincidental because it used to be that we see the servers going down mostly on Black Friday, but since the whole world is training LLMs, we see those compute being needed too much, much more than it used to be. So probably our cloud provider is training a new version of their frontier model at the moment. So we'll see if we go down again or not. So as you can see here inside VR card 1, add a NoCode-X media image tag. It has the ID of the image, and then it adds some classes to it as well. So we'll see how that turns out. We're almost done. Voilà, added image. Voila, and then replicate that. And let's see how that looks. So as you can see, this is now added to this card. I was expecting a little bit. I was expecting maybe not a little bit less podding. So let's ask that towards the AI. Get rid of the podding for the image. Make sure you keep podding for the text in the card. So let's see if that will work or not. So we are mainly focusing right now on doing everything that's necessary for the AI to make changes to your page without breaking your page. So that's the main thing that is the most annoying thing when using AI to create software is where you ask something and the AI does something else and breaks something on your page. So we are actually creating as much as guardrails as possible for the AI to not break anything. But it could be, as we are still in development, it could be that at some point this page will look a little bit different. But so far so good, right? So it's removing the padding, and yeah, we'll let it work. In the meanwhile, I can maybe show you something that, because if we want AI to behave exactly like we want it to behave, we have to give it a lot of context, right? So we have to give it the correct context within the application. So we are actually very much focused on observability within NoCode-X. And we are adding all kinds of observability. This is one of it. You know this screen. This is the logs of your application. Now we actually, when the AI is doing changes to the actions, for example, we allow the AI to read those logs as well. So the AI is able to read the logs and determine if anything is wrong with a particular action. The same applies for issues. I'll show you an issue in a second or two once we've created one. The same applies for issues. And the next step would be, because we can also define tests in NoCode-X, and this is an overview of all the tests in your application. I'll show you in a second how that will look when a test is there. We will also give the AI, we haven't done that yet, but we will also give the AI the possibility to run tests and to look at the results of those tests. And then based on those results, the AI still, again, runs into a loop and starts fixing whatever is needed to be fixed. And while we were at it, we created also a screen to visualize the run jobs, or the jobs that have ran in the past. So this is just a mock-up at the moment. We're still filling it out with real data, but the idea is that you can follow up every single run of every single job that you have in your application, and from this you will also be able to view the logs that are associated to that run. So if a job fails because it has errors in the log, or if a job succeeds, you will be able to see that exactly when that job has run, and you will be able to see exactly the logs that are associated to that job. Again, this will be something the AI has access to, and will also be able to use it when you're troubleshooting, for example, a failed job in the future. Now, that being said, our AI is done. Let's reload the page, and we see now, this is actually what I was a little bit what I was expecting, right? So I could now ask the AI to add images to the other cards, but let's have the AI create something more interesting. So create a section underneath. Maybe this is something to we can also showcase. This is hardly visible, but if you click this icon right here, you can actually start dictating what the AI has to do. So the articles section, make a showcase for the crew members. Create a prominent card for the captain, and besides that card, create a card for the navigator, the quartermaster, and the chief engineer. So as you can see, this and dictating costs you no tokens. For this uses a built-in system in the browser, so it's not really an LLM that does this for you. This costs you nothing. So make a showcase for the crew members, create a prominent card for the captain, and besides that card, so I'm just gonna change this into next to that card, create a card for the navigator, the quartermaster, quartermaster, and the chief engineer do not add images. The reason why I ask it not to add images is because we're still working on the image tool. And from my experience, if the AI at the moment adds more than one image at the same time, there is a possibility that the AI starts looping and starts doing much more work than necessary. So let's play it safe for now. I'll add images later in a later phase. So now the AI is cooking up again. And maybe now we can, while we wait, we can answer some questions. I don't know. Steve, you're muted.
Darn it, I don't normally stay on mute. That's my problem. Okay. Can you scroll up to one of your previous requests in the AI chat thread? I want to see what.
Yes.
Yeah, does it
One
keep
of
those
these?
as well? Oh yeah, remove padding. Okay, there we go. Removing. So get rid of the padding for image. Okay, I see. So that's yours. All right, got it. I just wanted to make sure it kept those and was curious as to how you can see those. All right, very
Yeah,
cool.
so it kept those. So as I mentioned, Steve, it keeps those.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the idea is when you move away from this page and come back, that you will see those still.
Gotcha.
At least if you're using one, the same application, two, the same user,
Yeah.
because your chat history is linked to your user. Uh,
Yep.
um, but as I mentioned, this is not the case yet. We're still working on this to make this perfect. Huh?
Sure.
Um,
Okay. Looks good. All right. Can you share those the first prompt
Uh,
you used to create the landing page? Drop that maybe in Discord.
yeah,
I think.
absolutely. I'll do that now.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
uh, can I ask one question?
yeah, sure.
Uh, can you show me, Tristan, the footer
Yeah, sure.
in this application? Because I think I saw the CSS animation that text in footer was a little bit running to the left.
Like
Yes.
this.
Is it animation or is it something?
Well, that's a good question. There are several ways of doing this. This could be an animation. This could be pure CSS animation, or
Mhm.
it could be a JavaScript that the AI
Oh, okay.
created. So we can find out. We can actually find out. So let me open up this edit button right here. We'll open up local style and we'll be able to see some of the styles the CSS has created.
Mhm.
And I think this is actually being done by using an. I think this is the CSS animation. So this somewhere in the CSS we should find this animation being linked to the footer, like here. And you can see, well, this is
Okay.
all that is
Okay.
need to be done to create this animation. Just the same way as the twinkle of the stars. This is called twinkle apparently, and the glitch, which is probably used in this button right here. This is probably what the
Oh.
AI called the glitch, right? Um, but as is for example here, the AI has added a JavaScript as well. So there is the AI also has a possibility to add JavaScript to your pages, depending on your question, of course.
Mhm.
So let's see if it is finished right now. Yes, it is finished. So let's reload the page. So I have four cards right here, and then I can again ask the AI to create a cool looking image for my captain. Make him or her. Let's badass. Let's make it in him. Because I was inclined to ask, make sure he has a beard, to prove to you guys that this is AI generated. And a her with a beard would be a little bit weird, right? But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Make him badass and have a beard. Let's see if that works. And once this is done, we'll move on to a next part. Let's then have it create a login button in our top navigation, and let's create a login page, and then let's link up that login button to that login page, and then let's make sure that this login page actually works. And that's where you will see the intent canvas proving its value, because now we only have one little node on our intent canvas, but at that point in time, we'll have multiple nodes which will show you the flow of your application. But I wanted to show you this cool image generation thing we've got here. So yeah, while we wait, if you guys have any more questions, feel free to shoot.
No, I can't think of it. He looks pretty cool though. Yeah, no, I'm just curious to see what it comes up with.
Yeah.
What a badass captain looks like to an AI.
We'll see. I'm guessing something with an eye patch, perhaps, or I don't know. We'll see.
Actually, it brings up an interesting philosophical exercise, I guess. Badass in the context of, Belgium versus American. The AI is gonna probably be biased toward, I guess, American badass values.
Badassity. American badassity.
Interesting.
I think they are pretty the same, right? The Belgian vision of badassity, if that's even
I
a
wonder.
word.
I don't
think
know.
so.
That's the thing. I mean, as the world gets more and more dependent on AI, are we going to become more homogenous in our ideas? Because of AI. If we're asking for this and from two different cultures, and AI gives us the same type of thing. Yeah, it's going to be interesting over the next decade or so.
Yeah,
Or,
that's for sure. So let's see if our captain has a beard or not. Oh, it doesn't even have. Let's try the cache. It's not even there right now, so probably there's a little bit of an issue.
wait, did it create a media? Yeah, yes, I was curious
Yeah,
about
let's check the media library.
that. There it is.
There it is.
Oh,
It's pretty
that's a pretty
badass, but
badass looking dude.
yeah. And he has a beard. It's a really real shame that it's not in here. I'll just check what went wrong real quick. So let's go to the captain right here. Yeah, and this is really the thing, right? If something goes wrong and you're really annoyed with how the AI works, well, you can always go down in here and add it yourself, right? And then
Yep.
boom, image, bomb, fill, or maybe it's contain that I need or cover. Yeah, let's do cover.
Cover.
And then
I
if
think you
we,
got the makings of an interesting video game starting to happen here, man.
yeah. I was having a lot of fun with this exercise. So let's do the next thing, right? Let's add a login button to the header. Voila. Let's add a login button to the header. We'll just keep it like that and have the AI do whatever the AI wants. So can you imagine it with all the portraits of all the crew members and all the images right here? It would look pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And I've experimented with stuff like for example, I've asked the AI to have the cards come in from the left when I scroll them into view. This is all working pretty nice. The AI then adds a little bit of JavaScript to the page to see when or to notice when we scroll the cards into view, and then it adds like a class on the different cards, and they are animated correctly. So that are all like cool things that you can do. Um, yeah.
Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool.
Oh, and let's zoom in a little bit to the. So yeah, for the people that are wondering, all I use here to zoom out is the mouse button now, right? So you zoom from the foundations to dynamics, which I haven't shown today, but it contains personas, and then personas are linked to customer journeys, and then the actual realization is your actual application, which only contains one node at the moment. Yeah, we'll see if this is working, because I'm seeing some errors popping up. Well, as I mentioned, these are the things that we still need to fix, right? That's also the reason why we are not releasing this yet. We don't want anybody to spend tokens on things where we still know there are some issues that could cause some frustrations. As you can see right now, this page is completely broken. So these are the things that we're fixing, right? So we had a good run. This page is broken. Maybe I can show you while this page, or maybe we still have a little bit of time. We can we can use the exact same prompt, have the AI create the page, and then without doing any changes, go right into the login button, because I really want to show you guys the intent canvas and how it works and how it has value. So I'm quickly creating a new application. The reason why it's taking so long is because I have 96 applications already in my workspace. So I have been quite busy creating new things.
Are they all called unknown application? All 996?
Yes, because that is my criteria I use to automatically clean up my workspace. If it's called unknown application, I automatically delete it after a while. So
Okay, fair enough.
Is this version of Rocket Mode available on production?
no. So as I mentioned, Rafal, we are waiting for releasing this version to production before we get out of all the bugs, like the bug that I just encountered where I asked for a change and the page was completely broken. We really need to get all these bugs out before we can actually release this and the MCP servers as well, because we don't want users to use this and become frustrated because something is not working while we know that it is not working 100%.
Yeah.
We will put it to production at some point, of course, and when a bug comes out of that, but we don't know about that bug, that's fine. We can fix it. But while we know there are still some things in there, so we're waiting for releasing this until we get it completely right. But as you can see, we are pretty far along. Here and there, something happens still to the pages and to the logic, but we're pretty far along and we're getting there, right?
Yeah.
So maybe a question from my side. How are you guys experiencing this? Is this something that you will be able to use, or you are inclined to use, or are you thinking, oh, I'm sticking to the drag and drop interface for now?
Of course, it looks really cool, and that's why I asked is it available at the moment? Because I thought about use it in our current projects. I wanted to try. So, but I need to be careful, of course, to not destroy anything.
Yeah.
So, I would like to try it because I have a lot of new templates to do, and
Mhm.
it would be nice to try by AI.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. By the way, um, see, look at these two buttons right here. One of them is reuse the prompt. So this will copy the prompt right back into your input field, and the other one is undo the changes of the AI. So you will have like a way of undoing whatever the AI has done to your application in one go. So don't worry about um, destroying anything. Well, we will worry about that once we release it to production. You will have this functionality and the fact that we know that at least for everything that we tried, the AI is not destroying anything. So yeah.
That's exciting. I love the that's gonna have an undo feature. Because yeah, that's always
Yeah,
my worry that when I hit go, it's gonna do something irreversible and then I'll be
exactly,
stuck. So yeah, no, I love that.
exactly. La, la, um, this is actually something that we need. We all know we have an undo feature in the template editor and an undo feature in the action editor, but these are for small actions, right? We need like an undo feature for a chunk of actions. And when the AI does a chunk of changes, we need to have something two different versions of the application, one before the change and one after the change, and you have to be able to switch with them. And if we ever want to have an AI doing the prompting for you, that's when we really need to have these different versions of your application. That's where we want to go actually. Um, so this is called a branch of your application. So yeah, that's I'm digressing, but that's really where we want to go. So I created a new page here. It looks a little bit the same. The background is a bit less cool here. So I can ask it to change the background, but let's just hop into creating the login button. Create a login button on the in the header.
Does the AI creating the responsiveness applications?
Yeah, so AI creates. Let me show you what it did right here. And if we're lucky, it did actually do something with responsiveness. Let me see. No,
No.
not at this point, but that could be that it wasn't necessary with this look and feel. Let me check real quickly. Yeah, as you can see, the cards are now stacked. I think they're always stacked, by the way. Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
good.
But you can request the AI to like, for example, if you have them next to each other, you can request it to have them stacked underneath each other on a smaller screen, and it will add the CSS to make it responsive. So it will actually be responsive. You will always be able to check it out right here if you want to see the CSS that has been actually created. I have created several pages that have that CSS. Maybe I can go back to my unnamed application that I had earlier and open up the local style if it's not completely. That's why it's completely broken, because it deleted the style. I
Mhm.
cannot show you to it, but it will actually create um, um, responsiveness in this CSS, right? I was just inclined to like go into here, into navigate, and go in here and just add basically a black background, right? So we have a little bit of a more better look and feel right here. Yeah,
Wow.
that's
I didn't
better.
realize. Can you go back into NoCode-X and scroll down to the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize the ticker was live in the dev mode or design mode or here as well. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
So
so
what element is that? The VR ticker element. What kind of element is that? HTML
this
or what is
is a text element.
text element? Okay.
Yeah. And what it
Wow.
does is so it has a class VR ticker text, probably, or
Yep.
ticker text, I don't know. And then if you look into local style, which is an HTML element, and you
Hmm.
open up the CSS, probably there is some CSS for this ticker thing. So
Yeah.
or wait, like yeah, here it is, ticker bar. Right,
Okay.
and somewhere here it has an animation ticker, and if we look up this animation, we will see this.
Hmm.
So when the animation is being done by merely CSS, it will be live in the editor. When the animation is being done by JavaScript, you will have to test it out by using the real live preview, because we don't execute JavaScript within the editor for obvious
Right.
reasons. Um,
Hmm. Very
yeah.
cool.
Let's see, let's
Okay.
see, let's see. So where
I kind
are
of like
we
that
at?
ticker.
Yeah, it's cool ticker. It's cool ticker.
Hmm.
I think, yeah, we're getting these errors again from the. That's a real shame. Um, from the server, because now another database is down. Um, maybe I can. Maybe we still have a couple of minutes, right? Create a login button in the header. I'm gonna try another time. Or maybe I should just. So this is the old page, right? No, the login is not here. I was really hoping not to get these errors, but yeah, it is sometimes a matter of chance, right?
So if another question. So in this view right here on the left side, you have that realization dynamics and foundations table of
Mm-hmm.
contents. Could I
Yeah.
create something like that using Rocket Mode on my pages? That index, that table of contents?
This thing?
Yeah. Like if I
Yeah,
told
yeah,
it,
absolutely. So Steve,
okay.
this is purely JavaScript, eh? So if
Hmm.
you, this is a combination of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and the AI, and of course NoCode-X has the possibility to create all three. So you can actually go ahead and create things like this as well.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, um, like for I have something planned for one of the next campfires, where we will create something very very visual using the canvas element of HTML. So this will actually leverage the HTML component to the max, and it will well, if everything works out correctly, it will display like 3D planets in this project, that or in
Hmm.
this mockup project, and then the space pirates will be able to plan a trip to another planet, for example. So that's what I was. So these things are possible. You can make it very very visual and um, yeah, very attractive
Okay.
also. So the button
Interesting.
should be added. Let's see if the button is finally added. No, maybe bust cache for a second. No, the demo kings are not that, or the demo gods are not that. But this is good. Creating redirect to login action. So it's creating an action, and now we'll finally see how the canvas will be valuable to you. So we'll wait another few moments. I was really hoping to see this button not
Try it again.
opening the correct.
Try it one more time.
Yeah, but the AI is still working, right? So we'll
Oh, I
have to
see.
wait until it's done.
Mhm. Hmm. It thinks it added the button.
Yeah, it thinks it did. But it probably did, but probably somewhere there is an issue and the button is not showing for some reason. So I can maybe try and look at this and
Yeah,
see
that's
if
what I
there
was
is
going to ask you.
a
Yep.
button somewhere. So we've got VR Hero. No, there is no. There doesn't appear to be a button that I can see, or maybe it thinks this is. No, it's
Hey, what does
silent.
VR stand for again?
A Void Runner. So that's the name of the application,
Oh, okay.
right?
Gotcha. Duh. Okay.
Yeah, we have problems with our server. But as you can see right here, redirect to login pops up. And I'll show it to you manually. When you add a button, for example, to this page right here, so let's just add this button. Let's say, let's call this login. Let's make this a click button, and let's link up this one, and then let's also maybe we just have to put a bit of a background on this button right here. Let's make it red, just as an example, and then some margin. Let's add like 15, and let's maybe put it like at 80% of the width, and then fit content, something like that. It won't look that great, but at least it'll prove or it'll show you what I intended to show. I'm now looking at an empty page, but as you can see here, there is a line being drawn from this to this, right? And when, and this is maybe something I can show in the next campfire because we're running out of time, but when I create an actual login page, there will be another green ball or green node on this canvas, and there will be a line from this to this, and this line will have a label, and it explains this is being done when clicking the login button. This is being done while redirecting to the login page, right? And then whenever I, for example, create a form, I will have, and I have a button on the form that will execute an action. I'm just going to close the door because my children are coming home. Um, so we don't want to hear them. When I have this form and I have this button on this form and I execute an action when this button is clicked, you will also see like a line from this page to the action. And for example, if I write something to the database as a result of this form, which I will show you in the next campfire, you will have like a line from the action to the database node. And then you will see if this is a write, a delete, an update. So you will actually see the entire flow of your application. The same goes for writing to, for example, actually I can show you. This is all functionality that we already have. So I will create like a user, for example, and now as an example in redirect to login, I will fetch data by ID, for example, and then I'll just link user to it. And if we now go to this page, you can see that there is like a user right here. And if I refresh it, you will see that there is a link between those two. And here you will see that this fetches a data record. So you will immediately know the flow of your application without having to test it. And while I'm showing you this, this is also very interesting. People that noticed it, I'll open it up again. This is being marked as red because I didn't answer the ID. This is a required field. If we go down here, we see that there is an issue with this node. If I hover over it has a required argument ID was empty. And if I open up observability right here, I see that there is an issue with this this actual so there's an actual bug in my application. So I'll have to go down and fix it. Of course, I can instruct the AI to fix it, or I can do it myself. And if I go back to issues, now this should be removed. So as you can see, this bug is closed right here. And if I go back to rocket mode and refresh the page, we will eventually see this go away as well. So voila, I think we're out of time for the campfire today. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope next time I can show you a little bit more, and I hope we have a little bit less problems with pages. Yeah, voila.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for
Okay.
joining, and we'll
Thank
talk
you,
to you all soon.
guys.
Thanks, Tristan. All right.
Yo.